What should the Patriots do with Jimmy Garoppolo? Julian Edelman is convinced, quote, the guy's a stud. He went out and played in the regular season and played very well. So, look, I think he's a good player. Coming from a teammate does nothing for me. When you watch Jimmy Garoppolo, will he do? I think the answer is yes. The problem with trading with the Patriots at quarterback is look at the previous guys that they have had who have worked in New England. Hoyer is a backup, Castle's a backup and then starter, and look at what they've done elsewhere. Right? Ryan Mallett, none of them have succeeded. As bad as the coaching tree for the Patriots has been outside of New England, the quarterback tree has been even worse. So you're worried, just like the rest of the NBA is worried about doing a deal with Danny Ainge. Right? Who isn't worried about doing a deal with Danny Ainge? Because Danny Ainge gets over on everybody. The same is true in the NFL, worried about doing a deal with Belichick. Like, what do you mean you want to give me a quarterback you think is the quarterback of the future? Like, I'd be highly suspicious too, wouldn't you? And so the question becomes, does Chicago swallow hard and go after it? If I'm the Patriots, I absolutely stand pat. Even for a first-round pick. Because we saw Jacoby Brissett, and Jacoby Brissett, they were able to fool the Houston Texans, and the Houston Texans were the Texans against the Patriots. But Jacoby Brissett does not appear to have the accuracy at this point or the foot to be a starter. And as much as they kept Tom Brady clean this year, the likelihood that he remains that clean in the pocket for 16 games next year as he gets into his 40s doesn't seem likely. If it doesn't cost me much to sit on Jimmy Garoppolo for another year or another half year, remember, you can have him next year and somebody's quarterback goes down, and now you can get a Pirates bounty for him. Of course, if I'm another NFL team, I have at least film to go on, albeit only a handful of games. I have the fact that he's trained with Tom Brady, and in order to trade for Garoppolo, you have to have somebody who's been in that film room, been on that practice field, been on the game field with him in order to substantiate whether or not he has the value of a first-round pick and something else, as opposed to drafting a young quarterback. Remember, if you trade for Jimmy Garoppolo, you're going to give him a legit quarterback contract. So as much as people say, like, what's the loss here? If you trade for him, you're going to have to give him a Brock Osweiler type of deal. So you better damn well know that he can produce. And if I'm the Pats, I'm super hesitant. Because Brady was totally healthy, but he only had to play 12 games, really 11 and a half games this year. The likelihood of that happening as you get into your 40s gets less and less. One hit hurts. He can look younger, he can feel younger, but he's not younger.